First thing we're going to start on is our protein jello. You guys, I will link the video down below so you guys can check it out and see how I actually made it. But right now, we're gonna do like fun patriotic colors because Memorial Day. And this is the jello I use. This is the Starburst sugar-free jello. I got it in red and blue. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, to find a sugar-free blue jello is super hard, so I had to order these off of Amazon, and it came in like a 6-pack variety, and I think it was like 12 bucks or something like that. So I went through and I made these, just followed the package, and left them in the fridge, and you could see, I don't know if you can see, but one of these kids put their finger in there. And then to make the actual protein jello, you take whatever made protein you want. This is just the Premier Protein Vanilla. Just gonna give it that white cast. It is like the 3-2-1 jello. I know you guys said that before. And for every pack of protein jello that you, or protein mix you use, you're gonna wanna add 1 packet of Knox gelatin. So I have 2 in the pan that's simmered, and I added 2 packs of Knox. So basically you simmer the protein, and then you mix your Knox with some warm water, dissolve it down, and then add it and let it cool to room temperature. And we're gonna go through and start assembling it. So first thing is you're gonna want to just cut into your jello. I wanted to make sure that this time around I made the jello thicker. So, and I thought it'd be really fun for the kids, and you know, for company or whatever, you can make these and leave these out. Our weather is looking like it's going to be about 96 on Memorial Day, so I want to make sure the girls are getting, you know, a nice cool snack. And then this is a great way for you to hit your protein easily. So we're going to go through and just kind of cut open our squares here. So you can see, first off, it's already looking so cute because we got the red and the blue. So here is that protein. I did go through and strain the top because it did make like a milk layer. And the trick is you're gonna wanna add it slow. I wanna make you guys can see here. Nice and slow. Okay, nice and slow. Must make sure that your protein is cooled at room temperature. Each one of these 1 Premier Protein shakes makes 2 jars of jello or protein jello. So I made 2, so I have 4. And then I'm actually gonna make some more, but just for this video, so you guys, wanted to show you guys kind of how it's looking. So I wanna kind of just bring them up and you guys could see the blue, and then over here is the red, and then we have the whites. So definitely screaming cookout America, all the fun things here. So yeah, there's that. So I'm gonna leave these in the fridge so they can firm, and then these will have to firm for about 4 hours. So that's why I wanted to start on these first. A very quick and easy dessert or treat to have to make sure you're hitting your protein in the hot. All right, and lastly, before I clean up my kitchen, I wanna go over, look at that. Look how cute. So let's give this a whirl. Just to show you guys, that's what I wanted to see. Like you could see all the different colors. So good. And then just, it's really packed too. The presentation's awesome. These are great for on the go. Warm weather, oh, this is it. You have to make it. It's so cute, so easy, and you're gonna get your protein in. Low carb, no sugar, or very low sugar. This is a staple, guys. You gotta make this one. So for our next dessert is going to be a family favorite of ours, and it is a strawberry shortcake. So the first thing you're going to need is some strawberries. So make sure you clean and soak your strawberries. I clean mine in water and a little bit of vinegar and let them soak for, you know, like 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then rinse them off thoroughly. So you're gonna want them clean, and you're going to want to start slicing them up. You're gonna notice in today's videos there's gonna be a lot of fresh fruits, just because I like to take advantage of whatever's good during the season. And right now berries are on season, so I just like to cut them in little slivers like that, and you're going to place them in a bowl. I was going to include blueberries, and I thought that would be really cute just to kind of keep with the red, white, and blue theme, but let's pretend that I have them because they were $5 for the little container of them, and no thanks. No thank you. So just gonna go through and slice them up. So here is that big bowl of strawberries. Again, pretend like there's blueberries in here. So what we're going to use as our shells, I showed this in a full day of eating the other day. These are really good. They're basically just little mini shortcakes. You can make your own if you wanted. You can make a big old angel food bundt cake and do that. But these are just easy and the kids love them. Macros are really great. They're 60 calories, 0 fat, 14 carbs, and 1 protein. And I'm gonna show you, or for a low carb version, you can use cloud bread. Have you ever tried these cloud breads? No? They are basically just egg white, puffed egg white. They don't taste like anything. They're gonna taste like whatever you season them with. But they're really easy. You can find them in the frozen section. I got these at Costco. I serve these, instead of giving Leo these, I give him these. So, how I like to sweeten this though, is I will take my berry mix, I take a little bit of lemon and just give it a squeeze. This is just gonna prevent it from browning and getting kind of gross, right? You don't want too much. And then I take some stevia. My mom always did this to me. It's your favorite, right, Ray?
Uh-huh.
The kids love this. This is their favorite. And it becomes almost like a syrupy consistency, and it's great. When I take this to parties, for example, I won't assemble them before. You could add Cool Whip too, and I had every intention on adding Cool Whip, but the kids ate it. But you could put a dollop of Cool Whip, and that'll leave you with the red, white, and blue. But this is just such a nice, easy snack. Again, especially with the heat, just light, getting some good fresh berries, especially if you have like fresh berries to your disposal, that would be awesome. So, I just kind of want to show you how I do it. You will take your little guy here, and it's the littlest, tiniest little shortbread, strawberry shortbread cake. So cute, right? Perfect for on the go, for the family, for the kids. Easy and delicious. I will say these berries will taste better the longer they sit. So when I bring this places, I just keep the berries separate and I put these on the table and they can compile their own. You don't want to make them before because they will get soggy and get kind of, you know, just soggy and kind of gross. So there is a great addition. Now with the cloud bread, you're going to want to defrost it because they are frozen, because they're eggs basically. And then you just go ahead and bloop, toss some Cool Whip on there. And that's it. Perfect way. You can do this like with a little bit of stevia or what sugar or whatever, with all the berries, and it makes it like a glaze, and it's absolutely delicious. And I promise you, even if like the berries don't have a lot, you know, sometimes like strawberries, if you get them too soon, they don't taste like anything or they start to go bitter. This is a great way to save them if you're like, they're already like kind of on their last leg, but you want to eat them up. Just put a little bit of whatever sugar you use and let it sit, and it's just delicious, and they'll eat them just like that. The next staple for my family is a pasta salad. Now you guys have seen me make this, but I have to retell it because we always bring pasta salad to the cookout. So right here I have 1 pound of the Barilla. These are the bow tie shaped protein pasta. Now I prefer the protein, I think it's called the Protein Plus. Hold on, I have the box right here. Yes, the Barilla Protein Plus pasta. I prefer this one hands down over the chickpea one. The chickpea gives me the bubble guts all day, every day. I know that might be TMI, but we're real friends here, and that will bloat me and cause me to be tooty, and you don't want to be tooting at the barbecue. So I have 1 pound of that cooked up already, and I'm going to start adding my fixings. Fixings are basically up to you guys. I'm adding tomato because, you know, mostly everybody likes tomato. Now, if I was just making this for just the house, I would probably skip tomato because Rhea does not like it. So I'm going to cut up a bunch of these Roma tomatoes. I have 3. I'm gonna cut up 3 English cucumbers. I prefer them because the skin's a lot thinner. You could eat them just like this. And for our dressing, now the last time I showed this, I ended up using the light dressing from Olive Garden. I wasn't a fan. I've always used the Zesty Italian. Now, my favorite is the Wishbone Zesty Italian. That is the hands down the best one, I believe, for pasta salads. But this one is a pretty good option. This is their fat-free one. You can also do the light. Just the macros are a lot better. There's 0 fat, 3 carbs, and 0 protein, and only 15 calories. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good alternative, and you can get a little bit more. So yeah, that's the dressing we're gonna use. So I'm gonna chop up everything, and I'm gonna show you how we season it. But pasta salad is that one thing you will always see at our cookouts. Pasta salad, what else? And cucumbers and onions. If you guys have never seen my cucumbers and onions, let me know, because you know I'll include it. But that's another family staple that we always have. Basically, it's just cucumbers, onion. I skipped the raw onion because I never liked it as a kid, and I used to eat around it. And you just use that with a little bit of sour cream. And you season it with some seasoned salt. And that's cucumbers and onions. That grandpa raked cucumbers and onions. That was my grandfather's thing. And it's just a family favorite. My kids love it. I love it. It's really good. It's pretty light. And it's just a favorite of mine. So now the one thing you did not see me add in the last video is some cheese. I always put brick cheese in mine, but sometimes that last video I just try to keep it real simple. But I am going to add in some brick cheese. I even have done like different types of brick cheese. My favorite to add is either the sharp cheddar. I like to do Colby Jack, and like a white cheddar. Also, I will add in some fresh either like salami. I like to do prosciutto or capicola, something like that, and you could add that to your salad as well. Originally, the salad was my Aunt Joy. I'm gonna give a shout out to my Aunt Joy, my angel above. This was her actual salad that she used to make, and I just kind of took it and ran with it, and it kind of became my family thing. But my Aunt Joy was the OG of this one, so we love a good Aunt Joy recipe. My Aunt Joy was a really good cook, so I always took inspiration. Her and my mom would always make some good meals, so a lot of my stuff comes from inspiration from both of them. So yeah, so we're gonna add in this cheese. I just go through and dice it this way. I don't add in too much cheese because it's going to be hot and it can get kind of gross. And I feel like a lot of people don't eat a lot of dairy when it's hot outside, just from, watching how the salad kind of plays out throughout the day. And yeah, so, and I feel like these cheese bricks are really expensive, so I try not to overdo it if I know people aren't going to eat it. So I cut it that way, and then I just break them up, and I will just sprinkle them throughout. But I like to break them up by hand because they will stick together. So I'm just gonna go through and just cut those up and add them. So we are gonna use that Kraft dressing. Again, don't you think this Kraft one tastes better than?
Yeah, it's more flavored.
I agree. So rule of thumb is for 1 box of pasta, you use 1 bottle of dressing. Now, I will say that this pasta doesn't absorb the dressing like the traditional, not the Protein Plus one. So I'm thinking this time I'm going to be a little bit conservative and leave a little bit in there and not use the whole bottle. I don't know. Because Leo said it was soupy last time. He's like, it's a little soupy. I was like, you say that, huh, buddy? Anyways, gonna start seasoning up. Seasoning is super simple. Italian seasoning, garlic, and salt. That's it. And you season it to taste. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I just know what I want it to taste like, and then I get one of the kids and I'm like, try this, tastes good, and that's it. That's just kind of the way it does. I don't know. I just make sure I give it a couple coats. I like to see the seasoning on the food. If you can't see your seasoning on the food, honey, you need to add some more. I need it to turn my food a little different color or something. Like, I need to see it. Because if I don't see it, it's bland. Then we're going to go in with some garlic. You gotta give that a lot because gotta keep the vampires away. Some salt. This pasta salad is good in the fridge for up to like 4 days. So if you wanted to make this ahead of time, you sure can. I like to make mine preferably the night before and then have it ready for the party the next day. So mine will be all good for tomorrow. And I could just take it because that way all the seasonings have time to marry and stuff like that. That's just my preference, and I like for it to get nice and cold too. So we're gonna season it again, give it another layer of garlic, a little more of that salt, and some more of that Italian seasoning. Now if you had really good Italian seasoning, you probably didn't have to give it as much, but I get the Tony's brand. And that, my friends, is what we're bringing to the cookout. Just traditional pasta salad, okay? And
where is it? You gotta see it. There's the camera. Oh my God.
Her little chunky arm. But all right, this is the pasta salad. We're gonna put a lid on that and that'll be ready to go. And we are gonna start on our next side, which is going to be a fresh salad. All right, we are in it to win it. Let's get this party started. We are making a berry salad. So think along the lines of fresh. I'm doing like a 50-50 mix of lettuce. We're gonna do blackberries, raspberries, strawberries. We're gonna throw some walnuts, one of those really fresh salads with some feta. And the kicker here is we're gonna make our own vinaigrette. This way we know exactly what is gonna be up in here, right? So we're gonna actually double this recipe because I wanna be able to eat it or like have it for home. So 1 cup white wine vinegar. We're gonna take 1 cup of this is avocado oil. We have some fresh raspberries. We're gonna take 2 packs of those. We're gonna throw these all in the food processor. I really love the Ken's raspberry vinaigrette. I think it's raspberry walnut vinaigrette. That one's my jam. But if you guys have looked at the macros, there's so much sugar in that one, so I wanted to make my own. We're gonna go in with some Swerve. This is their confectioner sugar. I love, 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 love this stuff. I had ran out for a while and I finally picked it up. We're gonna, like I said, 6 teaspoons. If you didn't have a confectioner sugar, you could take whatever granulated sugar you have and just food process that and make it a powder. But this one is my jam. I really do love this one. About 4 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice that I squeezed into there. I love fresh lemon juice in like summer salads. I think it just really brings the flavor to life. And then we're gonna top that, I lost a raspberry. We're gonna top that with 1 teaspoon of Dijon. I'm gonna just eyeball this. I love adding Dijon to any of my vinaigrettes. I think it just really does something for it. And then lastly is gonna be, you could either do a shallot or an onion. I really like using shallots for dressings. I think they really do a little bit more for it. But if you can't find them, you could skip it and just use an onion. But I prefer a shallot. I'm just going to remove the skin. Shallots are like the real tiny little onions. I just feel like they taste really, really good. All right, we're gonna put her on here. Again, I'm gonna leave this dressing recipe linked down below. And let's just get a little. First off, look at that beautiful color. Nice texture. Ooh. Ooh, 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 it is good. I'm gonna throw our dressing, because I don't wanna mix the dressing before I bring it, you know what I mean? Like I wanna have it on the side so people can serve themselves. If you guys ever wonder what people's kitchens look like after they film these things, it's a freaking mess. Let me just tell you. I try to clean as I just go, but sometimes it gets away from me. So here is our dressing. I want to just show you guys. Look at that. Absolutely. And then before you serve it, you just give it a nice little shake. But it's perfect because it's already in these beautiful mason jars and it'll just look great on there. So It'd be nice. These will be also really nice gifts to bring to the host so they can have some for themselves. But let's go ahead and compile our salad so I can show you how it'll look. So I'm gonna make a small batch just for the house right now, and then I will actually go ahead and assemble the rest of it tomorrow right before we leave because I don't want it to get mushy, right? So I just have a bowl, and what I'm gonna use the organic spring mix. I like using this one because it has a lot of good mixed veggies in here, and I like getting my good micronutrients from the greens. So an awesome way to do that. This is gonna be a super nutritious salad, okay? And then I want to start adding in some berries, right? So we got some raspberries. I want to sprinkle a couple of those in here. It's going to be super colorful, so much fun. I also was able to get my hands on some blackberries. These are nice and clean and fresh as well. Let's throw some of those in here. Already the salad is looking absolutely beautiful. You know, we got some fresh strawberries. Again, look at this color combo coming in. Love this for us. For a little bit of crunch, I want to add in some walnuts. Not too much, but we're going to be able to get some good healthy fats. And just sprinkle those in. If you guys had some grilled chicken, you can do that. Like for my house, like for my mom's house that we're going to tomorrow, she's going to actually do some grilled chicken breast. So I'm planning to just add that onto my salad. I'm a little conservative with the walnuts because that is going to add in a lot of extra fat. I want to add in some feta. This is something that I would leave on the side and I wouldn't add right away because a lot of people don't like feta in my family. Well, you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just Leo and my dad, but I want to make sure they're at least eating some salad, so I don't want to like do that and give them an excuse, you know. So anyways, just going to sprinkle some on. Already, look at that salad. Then we're going to top it off. We got our dressing. Again, we're going to give it a shake. Beautiful. It's a nice thick cream. Perfect. But I just want to show you guys. Look at, oh, God damn it. All right, I want to show you. So I want to just stick my fork in here so we get a little bit of everything. Get a little cheese. Little. Just look. All right, Ray, you gonna try it? All right, you're gonna tell him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Cleaning off my fork here, guys.
The cheese and the fruit.
What do you think of the dressing?
It's good. It's not overbearing.
But it has a nice fresh taste, right?
That's what adds to it.
All right, I'm gonna try it, guys. I wanna make sure I get some cheese because I love feta. I never thought I was gonna like fruit in a salad, but I love fruit with feta on there. It just, I'm not getting anything. You know what this tastes like? The one from Chipotle.
Never had it.
But it's better than Chipotle. Better than McDonald's. They'll love it. Show them how fancy and bougie you are. Get it together.